I'm grateful for hymns like Holy God, We Praise Your Name, because so many various denominations sing it, especially Roman Catholics, which make it a fantastic candidate for weddings when we have both Lutherans and Roman Catholics together. But so many other denominations sing it that it is clearly in the ecumenical canon of hymns we love to sing. It began as a German metrical setting of the Te Deum. The Te Deum is perhaps the principal hymn of the Christian Church. The Te Deum, perhaps with 4th century origins, is praise to God, joined by all of creation, by angels and archangels, and that long line of God's people we read about in the Bible, the prophets, the apostles, the martyr, culminating in 3, praise to the Holy Trinity, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Or put more simply, thrice holy. Holy, holy, holy. Sound familiar? We hear that a lot and use those words often in our worship. This may come as a surprise to you, but thrice holy, or holy, 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 connects us to God's time from before the time of Christ, as that was often proclaimed in Hebrew worship through something such as Kedusha, which means thrice holy. And who knows, there may be origins that even predate Hebrew worship from which this comes. The tune is very solid and accessible with excellent shape, leading it very naturally to its high point, close to the end. It appears in most hymnals as we know it today, although it has appeared over time in various forms. And in Roman Catholic tradition, you'll find often the last phrase repeated. The text began as an 8-stanza German text, which became 7 in an English translation by Clarence Walworth. And now most sing the first 4 of those 7 stanzas. The images in those 4 stanzas that we sing today are strong ones. Stanza 1 and 2, we talk about being joined by all earth and heaven, bowing before God. Perhaps a better image in eras of monarchy, but we get it. God's domain, we claim, is infinite, no ending, beyond understanding. And how many of us remember those conversations as kids with our friends saying, well, the universe has to end because, well, if it does, then what's after that? And quite quickly we'd get confused in our conversing because it's something we can't really fully grasp. Stanza 2 of this hymn includes image that we reenact and rehearse every time we celebrate the Eucharist. We proceed singing thrice holy with this sentence: with angels and archangels and all the company of heaven, we praise your name and join their unending hymn, Holy, holy, holy God, Lord of power and might. Stanza 3, we sing of joining the line of saints, connecting in praise over the ages as the crowd of God's people grows and grows. Stanza 4 is a great doxology, praise to the Trinity, one God. You might notice sometimes, if you've been to Mount Olive here, that before a stanza of a hymn, often the final stanza, speaks the doxology, we use the Zimbelstern. It at one point was a signal for people to stand if they weren't already standing. But if you hear the Zimbelstern before a stanza, look ahead. No doubt there'll be the Trinity mentioned. To introduce this hymn on this recording, I use an improvisation which includes a counter melody. Holy, holy, holy. That's one of the settings we use for the Sanctus in the Eucharist liturgy. Of course, change the rhythm. So it becomes a little more dance-like. This counter melody comes in between each of the phrases of the hymns as a nod to our Eucharistic Sanctus that we sing. And we sing together with the company of heaven. The improvisation grows and grows until the end when we sing the great thrice holy, which is quoted from the end of stanza 2. In this setting that you'll hear, the second stanza here is for choir, and the arrangement depicts an image of angels, light as a feather floating through air as the melody moves from one part of the choir to another, as if the angels are taking turns singing the praise together. And all of this builds from key to key until we get to a unified thrice holy, and then it floats away again. The hymn ends with its fourth stanza, Great Doxology, preceded by a fanfare on the organ. And perhaps you could hear the Zimbelstern. I doubt it. But it would be there because we definitely sing the Great Trinity. Praise to Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. This is not a hymn for the faint of heart. It's majestic, it's bold, it's full. If the organ sounds loud, just remember there are a lot more singing than we can actually see if we believe what we're singing, because angels are singing with us, and angels are always with us. That's kind of an interesting thing to remember when you're a little bit nervous. Talk to the angels. May it be as my mentor Paul Mons once put it, that when we sing this, we don't sing Te Deum, we sing Te Deum to God.